always do my skincare on both my face and my neck, you always want to take like an extra minute or two to rub it in. You can actually feel it going into your skin. Hello guys, it's your Aya and welcome back to another one of my videos. Today we're going to be doing my skincare routine. Now this is actually highly requested, not by people on my YouTube but by people in person, and I get really flattered. I'm like, oh wow, you think my skin is nice? Because like, I think it's nice and I know I've improved, but like I'd be like, wow, thank you. So there's gonna be 3 parts to this video. Part 1 is gonna be the morning skincare routine. Part 2 is gonna be the night skincare routine. And part 3 is gonna be like face mask plus like any extra things I do to my skin. I'm gonna make this as simple as possible. All the things I use will be linked below. So come on, let's go, and I hope you guys enjoy. First things first, when you wake up in the morning, sometimes you'll be a little crusty, dusty, maybe even a little musty. So because of that, I always start with washing my face off just with like a small towel, rag, whatever you want to call it. I usually like to do hot water because it just wakes me up in the morning. Just wash that off, get any crust off, anything like that. Nice, simple, easy. So in the morning, my skincare is very light. I don't do much. So I start off with Fat Water Toner, Fenty Fat Water Toner. I absolutely love toner. I used to use Vanity Planets, but they stopped selling it. So I switched over to this and I love it. What I've learned with the Fenty skincare products is you really do not need too much. A little will go a long way. Just a little bit. Rub that in my hands a little bit and then start rubbing it on my face and my neck. I always do my skincare on both my face and my neck. That's just how I was taught, and I think that's just a great thing to do. One thing I learned in makeup class in school is that whenever you put anything on your face, you always want to take like an extra minute or two to rub it in, because most of us, we put it on and then that's it. But when you take an extra minute to rub it in, you can actually feel it going into your skin. Not that literally, but you can feel that there's less on your skin. That's how you know it's like going into your skin. So like, see, I can like feel that. Like, I don't feel there's nothing to really rub it around anymore because it's absorbed into my skin. Second part, I use the Fenty moisturizer. This has SPF, so it has sunscreen and moisturizer combined, which is amazing because sometimes it's hard to find a good sunscreen that won't like just stay on your skin, you know, like that won't really rub in. So it's perfect to have a 2-in-1, and I absolutely love this. I also have a small one that you can like travel with. I started out with that to try it out, so if you want to do that, that'll be linked below too. But once I found out I loved it, I upgraded to the big size. So same thing, little goes a long way. Well, actually, with moisturizer, I just like dab it around my skin, and especially because this has, you know, SPF in it, you want to make sure you get it on your neck too. I saw this picture of like an older lady who only put sunscreen on her face. Her face looked great, but her neck is not. So especially since I've seen that, I've surely made sure to keep doing it in both areas. So take a minute to rub that in. I can feel less and less is on my skin. And that is really it for my morning skincare routine. Like I said, I keep it really simple. I just don't really need to do a lot, and it's worked good with my skin. And then from here, you know, I would put any makeup on, stuff like that. But this is a skincare routine video, so I'm not doing my makeup. So I will see you guys at night. Hey guys, so it is now nighttime. And really, I should have started getting ready for bed earlier, but we got caught up in Bad Girls Club and making turkey bacon. Okay, but yes, this is same day by the way, and I have makeup on. And the reason I'm telling you that is because I use 2 different things when I'm in the shower, depending on whether I have makeup on or whether I don't. When I have makeup on, I use the Fenty Total Cleanser, and when I don't wear makeup, when I use this. Sometimes I use both, but it's rare because I think one thing is good enough. I usually do this in the shower, but for the purpose of this video, I will be doing it before I shower. Gonna put my cute little headband on so we don't get our hair wet. I love this headband, dude. It's so cute. I always wanted these, and when I saw the YouTube girlies with them, I was like, neat, and I found it at the beauty supply store for like, what, $2 less? Also, I love my hair like this. Okay, so simple. Once again, a little goes a long way. I've learned that with all of the Fenty skin products. So I put some on my hand, and I add water, but it's a little different when you're in the shower, of course. Rub it in, and it gets your makeup off so great. Okay, I missed a couple soft spots, as you guys can see. So I'm gonna add a little bit more. I missed the edges of my eye. Okay, so at this point I'd be heading out the shower. First things first, I'm gonna use the toner again. I really just use a little bit since I'm like coming out the shower. I've already used something, just a little bit to get all over my face. So this next thing is a life changer. So you guys saw how the thumbnail looked when I had bad skin. My acne is so bad that I kid you not, I lost hope. I was willing to try anything because nothing was working. Nothing was making my acne get better. I was drinking a gallon of water every day at one point because I thought that would help. And sometimes it's really not about your water intake, it's about other things. So typically I would break out when I was really stressed, but I don't usually break out when I'm stressed anymore, which is amazing. But the life changer for me is Epiderm cream. Nothing has changed my life like this. Me and my mom went to this African store and we loved the lady there. We ended up making friends with her, and you know, she recommended me this and I was like, And another lady in the store was like, yeah, that cleared up my skin, and I was like, you know, I had no hope. So what I do, and this is the instructions that she told me, I only use it at night too. I use it once a day. You don't want to overdo it, in my opinion, and I don't think you need to. You only put it in the areas of the affected areas. So either the areas of your acne or your dark spots. Do not put it over your whole face. So do it before you moisturize. So I only put it on my acne and my dark spots, and that's what you want to do. And the same with the Fenty products, a little goes a long way. And it really spreads out, so you don't need to put a lot. And last but not least, as a finalizer, we got the Fenty moisturizer once again. Face and neck. So that's pretty much it for the main things. Like I said, next I'm going to show the face mask and the extra stuff I use. And y'all are probably thinking like, that's it? Yeah, that's really it. In the past, I used to have like this really intricate skincare, all this stuff. And I think as I've just gotten older and learned my skin, of course, everybody's skin is different. I just learned that you don't necessarily need a bunch of products to have good skin. And also, if you do have acne, know there's so many different reasons why that can be causing it. And there is hope, because I have had such bad acne before. Like when people tell me, oh my gosh, your skin is so good, it's so glowing, I wish my skin was like yours, or like something like that, I'm like, they don't even know the struggle. Like I'd be like, you know, I'd be telling them like, my skin used to be really bad, so we came a long way, and we really have. So that's it for this part. See you guys on the next part. Okay, so here's part 3. Here's the extra things I do that I don't do every single day. First, I'm going to show you the face mask I use. Here's the Indian Aztec clay mask. This is my absolute favorite face mask. Like literally ever. I would do this one for you guys today, but I don't have any apple cider vinegar. You're either supposed to mix it with water or apple cider vinegar. And also, do not use a metal spoon. Don't use metal. You're supposed to use something else with it. If I did have apple cider vinegar, I would use it. I like the apple cider vinegar with it because it makes a difference than using it with water. I love it. My skin does great with it. This one has been my favorite since probably like middle school. If not middle school, then early high school. Then we have the Fenty Skin Cookies and Clean face mask. This is the one I'm gonna do for you guys today, but I'm gonna do it last after I show you guys things. I absolutely love this one. This is something I just got more recently. This is the Fenty Skin Overnight Mask. Personally, I really like it. I just got this, so I've only used it a few times, but I feel like I do notice a difference when I wake up in the morning. I feel my skin feels really nice and clean and soft. I really like it. I do recommend, but this one's I just started using more recently, so that's just my review after using it for a couple days. And this, pimple patches. I have the Hello Kitty Starface pimple patches. This was like a limited edition one. I'm sure they'll sell it again. This is what the outside looks like. This is what the pimple patches look like. I really like them. It's really cute. I do not currently have any pimples to put it on. I had one yesterday and I was gonna put it on there so you guys could see it. I had one growing, but it's not really there anymore. Yeah, you can't even really see it. It was like here, and I was gonna put it on there so you guys can see the difference, but I don't have a pimple to put it on. You guys would just have to trust me. But at first I couldn't tell if it was working, but as I kept using it, I noticed the longer you keep it on, the better it works. Like a couple weeks ago, I had something that was developing into a pimple, and it was so big, like so big and inflamed, and I was like, gross. And I left it on there for like over a day or something, and it was like so much better. I still have the dark spot for it, but it definitely makes a difference. Like if you could feel a pimple coming on, put it on there. If you have a pimple there, put on there. What I will say is it may not 100% get rid of the pimple, but if anything, it will no longer be inflamed. Like there won't be any pus in it anymore, and it won't be inflamed anymore. But I do recommend it. I always wanted pimple patches to see if they actually really work, and I really like it. I like this. I feel like I can always count it when I get a pimple, but what I will say say is do not expect results if you do not keep it on for a good amount of time. It says to keep it on, this is what the box says. It says to leave it on for 6+ hours or overnight. And I do say if you don't leave it on for that time, you will not tell a difference, speaking from experience. But the longer you leave it on, the more it makes a difference, and I can tell a difference from when I have used it. At the same time I got those Hello Kitty pimple patches, I got this Hello Kitty pore strips. I hadn't used these in years. It's basically a strip that you put on your nose. I've used it in one of my videos, my Hello Kitty video. I'll insert a clip here. It's one of those pore strips that get the blackheads out your nose. I stopped using those years ago, but I just decided to, you know, give it another try, and personally I like it. It's not something I use all the time, but here and there. And last but not least, the Fenty Skin Cookies and Clean face mask. I have used this in another one of my videos. I've used it in my nighttime routine video. I really like this face mask. Probably second favorite underneath the Aztec clay mask. I really like it. It's a fun mask, and this is the face mask I'm going to be doing for you today. This is what it looks like. As you guys can see, when you put it on, it goes on white and it turns gray, grayish, purplish, whatever you want to call it. But I like that as well. It's just, I don't know, it's just kind of fun. But I will see you guys when I rinse it off and show you guys what I do after I put a face mask on. So I'm back. The face mask is off, as you can see. So since that face mask isn't very harsh, I'm gonna put a little bit of the toner on, just a little bit, because I just had a face mask. And then I'm gonna use my Epiderm cream, put it on my dark spots. So yeah, like I said, put this on any dark spots or acne. And a little goes a long way because it spreads out. And then I'm gonna use the moisturizer. Okay, so that is really it for my skincare routine. I try to keep it really simple. I've learned, like I said, that you don't necessarily have to do a lot to have good skin. And also, I just want to say, just remember that your skin is beautiful the way it is. Whether you have hyperpigmentation, acne, dark spots, like, we all care about our skin, and sometimes it's hard to look at it when we look in the mirror. But your skin is beautiful regardless. It took me a long time to get where I was. I originally started breaking out when I was really stressed. I don't usually break out anymore when I'm stressed out. So you basically have to try a bunch of different methods until you finally find the one that is right for you. But know you are beautiful regardless, and your skin does not define you. That's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.